it comes to a UFC fight, people like to look at things like who's the better striker, who has the better grappling. But in reality, we need to look at who has the better walkout, right? Walkouts have the ability to either win you the fight or lose you the fight. So today we are going to be ranking some of the best walkouts in the UFC, and we're going to be taking a look at these. Specifically, we're going to look at like the walkout songs and if they have aura, you know, if they're out here getting the crowd hyped, for instance. Or maybe they're just a good song in general. Maybe it's a good song and I like the song, so I'll toss it in there. But today, we're going to be looking at that, right? So let's start off with Paddy Pimblett. I'm going to toss Paddy Pimblett in the A tier. Paddy Pimblett has an A tier walkout song. Now, guys, I don't know if I can play the song here. I'll see if I can play it. I don't know, because YouTube's like weird with all this copyright stuff. But I don't know. I'll try and play it, or I'll try and make some little noises with my mouth and make the song myself. Why is my camera dark? All right, I had to adjust the exposure on my camera. But yeah, Paddy Pimblett has the Heads Will Roll song. He has like a little remix with it, and in my opinion, it gets the crowd hyped, which is good. If you're getting the crowd hyped, that is very good, because your opponent's gonna see, oh shit, this guy does have the crowd behind him. So obviously that's good. And second of all, it's just a good song, bro. It's a hype song. It gets you out of your seat. We saw at 304, right? 304, the England card. Am I getting that right? But we saw that people were fucking getting hyped. You know, it was like 5 a.m. and they were sleeping in the stands. We saw pictures of them sleeping in the stands. And they heard Paddy Pimblett. He played fucking Heads Will Roll. And that got everybody hyped, bro. It's like we're at a fucking EDM concert or some shit, man. It got people hyped. And that is what you want. You want to be able to attract the fans and be able to really hype them up. That is what an A tier walkout song looks like. So let's move on to Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria's walkout song, you know, the Spanish guitar song. I'm gonna toss that in the B tier. I think it is a B tier song. Honestly, I'll toss it in the B tier, because it's not, you know, it's not one of those songs that you can necessarily sing along to or like get out of your seat and start jumping in the air like Paddy Pimblett's song, right? So it is a good song, and when you see him coming out, you're like, oh shit, this song fits him well, right? You think it fits him well. If it fits you well also, that is another thing that we need to consider. We need to look at that. And Ilia Topuria's song, you know, it fits him well. It definitely has some aura to it, whether you like to say it or not. Maybe it's not the most badass song, but it is. It's a cool song. And in my opinion, it does add to his aura, okay? So I'm going to toss him in the B tier when it comes to his walkout song, right? Let's move on to our first S tier, Alex Pereira. I'm going to toss Alex Pereira in the S tier. I personally am a really big fan of his walkout song. I think that it adds an insane amount of aura. Also, the crowd chants along to it. The crowd can chant along to it, which is that, dude, that is instant aura if you have the crowd behind you. Also, I should consider, this isn't only songs necessarily. He does do the fucking bow thing. The bow thing, right? That's pretty tough, dude. The bow thing is tough, right? The bow thing is tough. We all can admit it. And the fucking chant and the scream. The fucking scream, bro. Yeah, but the scream also adds aura. You know, people scream along to his scream. And if you are this guy's opponent, if you're Jiri Prochazka and you're in the cage, or if you're Jamal Hill, you know, you can try and act like a badass all you want, but you can't lie. It is getting under your skin a bit, right? It's a little like, it's gonna make you scratch your back. You know, it's gonna make you fucking. You're gonna be out there. You know, you're gonna be a little scared, right? You're gonna be shivering in your boots. You're gonna be shivering in your boots when you're in that octagon, and you see this guy with a fucking blank face is walking and just marching you down, and fucking screaming at you before you're even in the fight, right? So I think that his cool little tribal music as well, I think that adds to it, and I think that I put him in the S tier. And, you know, if you disagree, you are probably wrong. Even if you're an Alex hater, I think you would admit, because I rooted for Jiri in the fight. I'm a Jiri fan, Jiri super fan, and I knew he was cooked when Alex walked out to this. And speaking of Jiri, we're going to toss him in the D tier. I know Jiri switches up his songs, but we're specifically looking at his last fucking walkout song, bro. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. That's what you walk out to. What? Why would you walk out to This Is How Legends Are Made, bro? I'm one of the biggest Jiri fans out here. And the second I saw he walked out to This Is How Legends Are Made, I started crying, bro. I knew it was over. I knew it was over. The whole fight, I was just shaking knowing that it was over for him, bro. Like, why would you walk out to that? That song has no aura. The crowd isn't going to sing along to This Is How Legends Are Made. Are you kidding me? And the worst part is now it's a meme. And I mean, maybe that's the best part. Maybe we should throw it in that S tier just because it's a meme. But in reality, now it's a meme, and he's looked at as the guy who listens to fucking Imagine Dragons in the gym. He's listening to him. He's bumping down Imagine Dragons. He's fucking listening to "This Is How Legends Are Made." That's what he's bumping in the car, or that's what he's bumping when he's fucking training, bro. That is the worst part. Is Jiri's reputation fucking, it dropped after that. You walked out to "This Is How Legends Are Made" just to get knocked out twice in the same fight, bro. And it's a traumatizing experience, and I don't know if it's Alex's aura with his walkout song or the lack of aura with Jiri's walkout song that did it for me, but I just knew it was over. I fucking knew the fight was over. But let's move on to a guy I do hate on him a bit. I have hated on him on this channel. I have been a bit of a hater. Israel Adesanya, okay? Izzy, I'm gonna toss him. I'm specifically talking about his Saw walkout, okay? I know you're saying, what about his Undertaker one, or the one where he did a fucking choreographed dance? No, that's cringe. That's cringe, right? I'm gonna say the Saw walkout. I'm gonna say the Saw walkout is about an A tier, okay? And I do hate on Izzy, but I gotta admit, bro, that Saw walkout is tough. Granted, he did walk out and he got knocked out to it, but it is tough. It's a tough song, bro. You can't really sing along, so maybe it's not like, it's so fucking, you could get the crowd behind it. It's just aura. It's one of those aura walkouts similar to Alex Pereira's almost, where you're in the cage, you're Alex Pereira, and you hear the fucking Saw theme start playing, right? Maybe Alex doesn't really know what the Saw theme is, so he was like, what the fuck is this guy playing? But to me, I was like, holy shit, man, this is actually, this is pretty tough. I gotta give Izzy his respect. And I think that walkout song, I'll say this, Izzy does have other good walkout songs. I have noticed. I don't remember what his last one was. It might have been like some stupid one. But I know that his last couple ones, at least, have been pretty decent. So I'm going to give Izzy his respect. I'm going to give him his flowers and say that he does have a good walkout song. Especially the Saw one. The Saw one was good. It was a good walkout. So I'll toss that in there. Let's move on to Sean O'Malley. This is another guy who I like to hate on, but he's in the C tier if we're being realistic. So let's move on. No, I'm joking. He's in the S tier. He's in the S tier. I'll be nice to Sean O'Malley. He'll give him his flowers, okay? I think Sean O'Malley has an S tier walkout song. I know it's probably going to be overplayed by now, but in reality, I think that it's cool. It fits his little personality, right? He's a superstar. That's what he wants to be. So I think that it's cool, and it does get the crowd going. You'll be thinking about it a couple days after the fight. If you're listening to it a couple days after the fight, it's a good walkout song. So I'd say Sean O'Malley. The crowd gets behind it, and it fits his vibe, man. It fits his vibe. He's gonna show you who he is, right? He's gonna show you that he's a superstar. So I'd say Sean O'Malley, S tier when it comes to the walkout song. Maybe not. Maybe it could be like top of A tier, but I'm gonna throw him in the S tier. I'll give him his respect, okay? And we'll move on to Alexander Volkanovski. I'm gonna put him in the S. No, I'm putting him in the A tier. I'm putting him in the A tier. Laying Down Under. I think it's a pretty good song. I think it's a pretty good song in my opinion. Is that the official name? I don't know, man. I don't know if I can even play these songs, but Laying Down Under, in my opinion, is a pretty good song. It does get the crowd hyped, but people glaze it a little too much. Like you'll read a TikTok comment section and they'll be like, what the fuck? Oh wait, Alexander Volkanovski's isn't S tier? It's not the best song in the fucking in UFC existence. No, it's not the best song, bro. It's not the fucking #1 song ever made. It's just a cool song. It gets the crowd hyped. People will be like, Volk's walking out. I'm getting hyped, right? They'll start getting hyped. It's similar to Paddy Pimblett's, where you see it and you fucking hear it and you know that Volk's walking out and it's his song. It's his signature song, and you get a little hyped, right? You get a little hyped for him. You might get the crowd behind you. But it's not the most threatening. Your opponent's not necessarily shivering in their boots when they hear it, but it's a good vibe song, and it kind of does fit Volk's personality, because again, Volk isn't necessarily Mr. Trash Talk. He's not out here saying, I'm gonna fucking kill you to his opponent. He's more of like all respect to the guy, right? And he's just giving his respect. So it fits his vibe, and I think it does a good job, and it is an iconic song, but it's not S tier. Like some of these TikTok guys will say it's blasphemy to put Volk in the A tier when it comes to his walkout song. But in reality, he's about an A tier, and that's being nice. Okay, so let's move on to Jon Jones. Oh my god, this is another one. This is gonna be this. I already know it's blasphemy. I'm putting him in the C tier, not because I'm a Jones hater. Genuinely, I just think it's overrated. Like the champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is, like, it's insane, bro. The champ is here. Okay, it's the same fucking lyric. It's not that crazy. Like this will probably happen. Fair enough. This will probably happen to these other songs that get replayed a lot, but I don't know. In my opinion, it's just not that tough. And I know, bro, this is very similar to the Volk situation. You know, people in TikTok comments will say, "Wait, how is it not S tier? How is it not the best song ever, bro?" It's not. It's objectively not. It's not that tough. Like, sure enough, it's cool because he is the champ in that, so it's like it fits his vibe. But I'm sorry, I genuinely don't think it's that cool. Maybe I'm glazing a little too much and I'm putting him too low, but I'm gonna keep him there. I'm gonna keep him in the C tier. You could argue if you have him in the S tier. I'm sure somebody's gonna have him in the S tier and say, bro, come on, throw your bias aside, bro. Jones easy S tier, but no, he's in the C tier, guys. I'm sorry. Pantoja, Alexandre Pantoja, many men. That's what he walks out to. I think that's pretty tough. I'll throw him in the B tier. You know, I also, this is another guy that I hate on a bit, right? I feel like I'm giving these guys who I hate on, I'm giving them some flowers now, man. And I genuinely do think that Pantoja has a good walkout song. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty hype. Maybe it's not the most intimidating, but it's a good song, similar to like Ilia Topuria's, where it's a good song. And I actually like Pantoja's song. It honestly surprised me when he walked out to it. Maybe I judged the book by its cover. You know, I thought he was gonna walk out to some bullshit, but he you know, when he got me a little hyped. He got me hyped. I was like, oh shit, this is a good song. I'm gonna root for him. I think it was like the Moreno fight. Did he walk out to that in the Moreno fight? I think I heard it in that fight, and I was like, oh shit, yo, Pantoja's got a good walkout song. And so I think he earned my respect with that walkout song. You know, I do give this guy a little too much hate. I need to remember he does have a cool walkout song, so I'll throw him in the B tier. And let's move on. All right, the next guy we have is Khamzat Chimaev. We got Boars. Here. We're putting Boars in the A tier. I think Khamzat has a pretty good walkout song. Now, I don't know how I'm going to play it. Am I able to play it, or am I going to fucking have to sing it for you guys? But, you know, I think it's about an A tier. It's a cool little electronic dance type of song, but it gets you hyped. It's like fucking, I don't know, it's just bouncing off the walls. You're like bouncing off the walls when you listen to it, and it does get you hyped. And when Khamzat had his little fucking run to the octagon, that was insane, bro. When you're running to the octagon, it fits his vibe. It fits his, well, I should say it fits his old vibe. I feel like now if Khamzat walks out to that, we're gonna be like, bro, you're not the same guy anymore, bro. Like, you're not tough. You're fucking bedridden half of the year. He's in bed from the common cold half of the year. Again, I'm not a Khamzat hater. I'm not one of these guys who's gonna say, bro fucking sucks. He is cool. He's a cool guy, I guess. And at the time when he walked out to this shit, it matched his aura. Now maybe he's guys, I'm sorry. I might move him down to the B tier, honestly. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might move him down to the B tier because it's a good song. And at the time, it matched his aura. But now, I'm just thinking of what if he walks out to it now? Is it going to be like, is it going to hit the same? Maybe not. Maybe it won't hit the same. But it's still a good song. If you bump this in the car, you'll feel crazy. You feel a little crazy. So I'm gonna toss it in the B tier, okay? Let's move on to Dustin Poirier. This isn't the Diamond song. This is his classic fucking, what is it, James Brown or whatever. Yeah, the James Brown song, that's a classic, man. That shit gets me hyped. It gets me hyped, but I'll throw it in the B tier. I think it fits his vibe perfectly. I know he walked out to the fucking diamond, shine bright like a diamond or whatever in his last one. I've seen people put that in S tier for some reason, or like on TikToks I've seen like top 10 best walkout songs, and Dustin Poirier's Diamond is at 1. Like that, in my opinion, that's actually just like recency bias, because it wasn't that tough. I mean, fair enough, it was like, oh, he's bang, it's like his nickname, bro. That's sick. It's his nickname, dude. I'm literally spitting all over my camera. Holy shit, this is disgusting, bro. But you know, in reality, I do think that Dustin Poirier's James Brown song is better than the one he walked out to last. That's been like his iconic walkout song. So I'm gonna toss that one in the B tier. It just fits his vibe. way. That's low-key what the B tier is. It fits your vibe. Because Ilia Topuria's song fits his vibe. I don't know about Pantoja fitting his vibe, but Khamzat fits his vibe, and Dustin Poirier fits his vibe. So, yeah, B tier is like, it fits your vibe, right? I'm going to toss the next guy, Korean Zombie. I'm going to toss him in the D. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to toss him in the A tier, bro. I'm going to toss him in the A tier. Shit. No. I might even... bro, there's so many good ones. I might toss this in the S tier. This could be like... I could be biased right now, but... It's S tier. I think it's S tier. This could be a little bit of recency bias. I know his last fight was like a year ago or whatever. But, dude, when he walked out to that song, it was just tough. And then when he retired to it, it was sad. You shed a little bit of a tear. You know, I did shed a tear. I shed a tear to TKZ fucking retiring and that song playing in the background. It's just tough, bro. It's a good song. And, you know, when it comes down to it, if it's a good song and you got the crowd out there hyped, it might not be intimidating. It might not be intimidating like maybe Alex Pereira's is. But it's just a good song, and it's got the crowd hyped, and you got the crowd singing along to it. And let me say this: tell me when you don't hear that song, when you don't hear the zombie, when you hear that shit, you associate it with the Korean Zombie, especially like during 6 months, even 6 months after his last fight against Max. I was literally I was associating that song with them completely, bro. Dude, it's a good song. It's a good song. All right, we're approaching the end here, but we got. For our second to last guy, we got... Fuck it, I'm doing Darren Till. I'm doing Darren Till, and I'm going to toss Darren Till in the A tier. And this crowd... His Sweet Caroline. Sweet Caroline, you know, I know you're probably saying, bro, what are you talking about? That song sucks. But in reality, at the time, hearing that shit with him walking out to fight Wonder Boy in England with the crowd singing it, that is tough. That is aura. That is tough. That is fucking whatever you want to say. If you have the crowd singing it and you have... And at the time, you're undefeated. And at the time, you're one of these hungry guys. And you're one of... You know, you're one of the best prospects out there. I miss Darren Till, man. I miss this guy. And also, I don't like to include, like, old heads. I know Darren Till's not an old head, but I don't usually like to include retired guys. But I'm doing it for TKZ, and I'm doing it for Darren Till. Because I need to give them their flowers, man. I need to give them their flowers. And I think that Darren Till does have a good-ass walkout song, especially during that time when he was, you know, at the peak of his career and when everyone was, like, hyping him up, bro. I just think that the way he was fucking walking out, bro, with everybody was hyped for it. In England especially, bro. England crowds are good. England crowds do a good job of boosting your walkout song, I can't lie. Like Paddy Pimblett's walkout song. Actually, I feel like Paddy's is pretty good all over, but Darren Till's was good, bro. The Sweet Caroline... It was a classic. It's a classic. People sometimes put it like top 5, maybe top 5. But for now, I'll put him in the A tier. Okay, I'll put him in the A tier. And last but not least, guys, I saved a good one for the last one. Conor McGregor, dude. I'm putting him in the A tier. I'm putting him in the A tier. I know people are gonna say, "Fuck you, dude, bro. That's number 1." Fuck you, number 1. I always see these comments, bro, like on TikTok comment sections. It'll be like, it's another case of it's blasphemy not to have him number 1, bro. What are you talking about? Conor McGregor, his walkout song. They start jizzing over his walkout song. Like, bro, it's good, but it's not that good. I mean, come on, it's not that good. I know with the smoke, I feel like the smoke is like the main reason people glaze it so much. But it's cool. The way it transitions, you know, it's cool. And the Notorious, it fits his vibe. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm glazing a little too hard. I'm putting him down just to try and be different. But I genuinely don't think it's necessarily S tier. I think it's top of A tier. Guys, also, let me say this. This order is, like, fucked. Okay, so I don't want to do the order right now. But, yeah. So, like, A tier over here could be really A tier over here. It could be towards the top of A tier. But I don't care enough to do that right now, guys. So I'm putting Conor McGregor, though. I'm going to put him in the A tier. He's at the A tier. I'll give him his respect. At the time, I feel like this was, like, insane seeing it. And, I was also out there. I was like, holy shit, bro. This is so much aura. But now, I don't know, bro. It's probably tainted by my view of Conor, if I'm being honest. Just because Now if Conor walks out to some bullshit like that, I'll be like, dude, you're not the same guy. Like, old Conor's dead, and that's kind of the reason I'm tossing him in the A tier. Maybe at the time, if this were a week after he walked out, I'd be like, bro, S tier easily. But I don't know. I'm going to toss him in the A tier, and I think that's a decent list. Maybe some of these can be moved around. Also, if you're in the comments saying, how the fuck would you not put Conor in S tier, or how would you not put Khamzat in S tier, bro? It's okay. Relax. It's okay, bro. I'm sorry I didn't put him in S tier. It's just my list. It's the right list, though, so if you do disagree, you might be wrong. But, in reality, it's okay to disagree with me, man. I'm sorry if I didn't put Darren Till in the S tier, or maybe Jiri Prochazka should be in the fucking S tier too. So, it's whatever. But I just wanted to do these a little quick walkout ranking. And so, yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Let me know if you guys enjoy this. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you subscribe for more of these ranking videos and all these MMA type of videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.